Hey, Cody back here from Four Guys on a Couch, and I'm here to bring you back the music reviews of this last week. So let's get started with our first release. Radiohead had a new album called A Moon-Shaped Pool, and this is a very I wouldn't want to say too different, but it's a dark and slower take on their music, and it's a great record, to be honest. It has a lot of emotion to it and a lot of meaning behind the lyrics. I liked it a lot better than the last release, to be honest. And this got a 8 out of 10 in my opinion. The best was Burn the Witch, and the worst was Dex Dark.
Cold coffee, drive slow, watch the houses disappear row by row.
303 is still attempting to stay relevant with their new album Night Sports, which was horrid. I want to give it a 3 out of 10. It was not very good. Claustrophobia was an actually good song off it. The worst was My Dick.
I've been to the moon, don't tempt me. I've been where you are.
Corinne Bailey Rae had a new album called The Heart Speaks in Whispers, and this is a great listen with a lot of emotion and some well done tracks. I ended up giving this an 8 out of 10. If you've heard anything from her before, or if you're curious of just a good emotional album, pick this up. The best was Been to the Moon, and the worst was Do You Ever Think of Me.
This dream can't be what it used to be.
Hatebreed had a new album called Concrete Confessional, and this is one of the most mediocre, boring metal albums that I have listened to ever. I gave this a 2 out of 10. Nothing here really surprised me. Something's Off was an okay song, while Walking Your Knife, along with a multitude of others, were just too dull to ever remember, pick up, and listen to again. Jessi Lanza had a new album called Oh No. Very odd listen. Give it a chance if you like her previous stuff. If not, don't go crawling for this. It's a 5 out of 10. The best was VV Violence, and the worst was I Talk BB. I don't know how to pronounce this. Kevflirt Tack Natisford. It's a good album. Pretty good album, actually. It's a great metal album. It's a 7 out of 10. The best was 1985, and the worst was Onscape's Glass. Kygo had a new album called Cloud 9. I believe this is his debut. Correct me if I got my facts wrong there. But pretty interesting listen. A lot of different songs on here. A lot of guest vocalists as well. My favorite was Oasis, and my least favorite song was Fiction.
Can you tell that story? It's my favorite one. Fucking disappointment, I can't entertain you.
Here's the Veil, a band that I have not really listened to in the past. I was never really a big fan of Vic Fuentes' voice, but this album, Misadventures, took me by surprise. This is a surprisingly well done record. I gave it a 7 out of 10. The best was Texas Is Forever, and the worst was Gold Medal Ribbon. Now, these last two albums, one of these is highly opinion-based, and well, all my reviews are opinion-based, but I may be going a little different than the consensus on that one. And the other one's a live album that I just want to share my thoughts upon pretty much. The first one is
No strength, too weak. I could use some saving in your love.
Meghan Trainor had a new album called Thank You, and I don't know how far she could have gone from Tidal, but it's more of the same. I understand she's trying to be independent, but it doesn't come off that way. It just becomes off as annoying and self-entitled and bitchy. This is a awful listen, especially if you didn't like any of her previous stuff. It's more of the same. It's more of the fake crappy renowned doo-wop that doesn't work. Her white girl rapping and just awful lyrics. The best quotes was Kindly Calm Me Down, but Me Too. I think is the worst song I've listened to this year so far.
Tell everyone that it's so much fun. Say to all your friends, it never ends while we're trying.
The last album is Tree City Sessions by Dance Gavin Dance. This is a live album featuring a lot of old and new tracks, but all these tracks are sung by the new vocalist Tillian Pearson. And he does an incredible job at some of the older songs like Lemon Lane Tide, and personally my favorite on this was Carl Baker. I didn't really like his rendition of Me and Zoloft Get Along Just Fine, but a lot of the other tracks I can't complain, especially some of the ones that Tillian was originally on. They all sound really good. If you're a fan of Dance Gavin Dance, and especially a fan of Tillian, give this a listen to. It's a great album, even though it's a live album. It's really interesting to hear some of these older songs sung by the new vocalist. The best song I heard this week, though, was
Cold coffee, drive slow. Watch the houses disappear row by row.
This may have been off one of the lowest rated records, but I think I'm going to end up giving this to Claustrophobia by 303. This song has been getting stuck in my head quite a bit. It's catchy, and it's the only saving grace of the record itself. So, that's my opinions on the music that came out this week. I'll see you for next week's.